Hey, what's up, guys? It's a Artbook Addiction here, and we're here with a new Artbook review. So today, we're going to be looking at the art of Parasite Eve, right? So recently, as you guys have known, I got my Vita, and I got it, modded, right? And I've been playing a lot of PS1 games, right? Just to kind of, remember how games were back in the day. And I gotta say that, I feel like games were just so much more honest back then. There's such a honest quality about them. Oh yeah, this is a good idea, and we want to execute it well, and we want to bring people into this world. Right? I don't know. That's just been my experience just playing these old games. There's just such a they feel better. You know what I mean? I can't really place it, but they just feel way better than the games that are made today, right? So on this journey, I've started playing Parasite Eve, right, based on Avalanche Games recommendation, basically, right? And I've been having a really good time, right? I played the second one first, which is kind of weird because the second one is more of a Resident Evil clone, right? And the first one, it looked kind of didn't really look like my style of game. But then, after I played the second one, I enjoyed it so much that I played the first one. And I gotta say, this is a fantastic game, dude. Really, really enjoyed it. Loved the story. And I just, I loved playing as Aya, you know what I mean? And just seeing her journey through the game, right? Yeah, really, really enjoyed this game. And because of that, I wanted to do an art book review of the artwork, right, which is done by Tetsuya Nomura, right? Oh yeah, that's a controversial name at this point, right? Basically, just to sum it up on how I feel about Nomura's work is I like his older artwork, right? And when he could finish things, they look really good. But his newer artwork, I'm not the biggest fan of, right? And him as a director, can't say that I really like either, but I did like the new Final Fantasy. So the Final Fantasy 7 remake, yes, not 15, right? I don't really have much of an opinion on that, right? But yeah, before we start the video, please hit that like, hit that subscribe, check out my prints and Patreon if you want to support the channel. And with that, let's get into this. Okay. So let's start taking a look at the cover, because you know how it is, right? I like this cover a lot, right? We have Aya right here, and okay, to be honest, I guess this is not like a crazy thing. I much prefer Aya's drawings over her in-game model, right? The second one is a lot better. I like the in-game model for the second one a lot better, but in the first game it is rough. Okay, it is rough, very aliased. She looks wonky. It's very oh, that's PS1, definitely, right? But that's what's to be expected, especially for early on PS1 games, right? I really love the orange, the pervasive orange right here, and then you get the little bit of blue in her eyes, right? I guess you get a little blue here in the text and in this little stamp here, just to help balance it out. But really, really, really good. You know what I mean? It has that that 90s charm that I just love it, dude. Here we go. A cinematic RPG, Parasite Eve. Damn. Yeah. So, you know how I like to harp on 3D, right? Especially just because people use a lot of 3D in artistic assets now, and it usually clashes with the 2D assets. You know what I mean? However, when you present 3D as 3D, right, and in its purest form, and it's all consistent, right? I have no problem with that. I love it, right? And I really love those old pre-rendered backgrounds of the past. It's, I don't know, there's just such a charming quality about them, and they feel complete. They don't feel like you're not mixing a drawing and a 3D model, so there's nothing weird about it. It's like it's 3D and it's all 3D, you know, like I don't know. But yeah, so when looking at these 3D assets, please keep in mind that that's how I view them, because you know people are gonna be like, dude, but you usually hate 3D, and it's like it depends on how the 3D is implemented, right? Here we go. So we have Aya, right? So again, her 3D model, I think, is not quite as charming as her drawing, but that's just always the case, right? A drawing would usually be more charming. Here we go. We got Eve, and we have Aya right here. Very, very nice. Okay, they're the rivals, right? The two. You know, I like that. I like that Eve was such a like villain in this game. You know what I mean? Like she played a big part. In number 2, there's not really like a big pervasive villain. You know, it's more like a syndicate. You know what I mean? More of like a group. You know what I mean? But yeah, here we go. We have Aya in her very, very nice dress. You know, showing off a lot of leg. Very, very nice. You know, you know what's funny? Like, looking at the Statue of Liberty, right, in this game, like, like the entire time, like you know, like during like the last boss fight and stuff like that, right, when you see the Statue of Liberty's face, I always see a JoJo face. Okay, you know, like, you know, fuck, what's his name? The artist for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, right? I always see the face right here. Like, can you see it? You know what I'm talking about, right? It's the eyes and the lips, right? Like the shape of them. Like I just keep seeing that JoJo face, and it's hilarious, right? Because it just feels so like oh, okay, you know, like, hey JoJo, what are you doing here? You know what I mean? But I wouldn't be surprised if it was a reference, because you know, like the books were already big by this time, especially in Japan. Here we go. We have Aya, you know, looking tough, right? And you know what, dude? You know what I like about Aya? She's tough, but she's still feminine. You know, like you know, like the new tough girls, right, of today, right? They're like, whoa, we're tough, but in a masculine way, right? And I was like, I don't know, like in this game, I felt like, oh yeah, Aya, she's a woman, dude. You know, like, oh, she's a girl. You know, but she's still tough, she's still badass, right? But like the way she moves, the way she acts, she doesn't act like a guy. You know what I mean? And I was like, wow, how refreshing. You know what I mean? And it didn't make me think like oh, dude, she's weaker, or like anything. It felt more immersive of anything. You know what I mean? Like she's the only one who could save New York, basically, right? Because of her, you know, her DNA, right? And it doesn't feel like she's like, you know what, dude, I'm gonna become tough girl number 30, dude. You know, it look just like my inspirations, like Brie Larson, dude. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's just like she's like, oh, dude, this is a tough situation, and like I don't know if I'm like prepared for that, or like I'm ready for it, you know, but I'm gonna try, because like I'm a cop and I want to protect people. You know what I mean? And like she felt believable as a cop too, right? It's just, I don't know, she felt way better. You know what I mean? And like it felt like, yeah, this is how a female badass should be, dude. You know, like she didn't feel masculine in any way, and she felt strong in the feminine while still holding a gun, being a badass, dude. You know, and I was like, wow, like it can be done. You know, and it's in a way that like I feel like only the Japanese can do. You know what I mean? Celebrating the feminine, like just the way she moves. You know, like when she was sad, she would like you know, place her hand like, oh shit, dude, oh no. You know what I mean? Right? And I don't know, it felt so much better, dude. Right? And she had a little arc in the game, right? Which is crazy, because like the game only takes place over like a week, you know what I mean? And it just, I don't know. It feels so much better, dude. Here we go. Aya on the Brooklyn Bridge. You know, damn. Yeah, and you can see those 3D assets, dude. No problem, dude. No problem. Hey, they're all 3D, dude. Right? And in a weird way, I feel like 3D doesn't have this look to it, you know? Like 3D as art. I don't know. I guess it does, but there's something about these old PS1 graphics that just they feel so unobtrusive. You know what I mean? Very nice. Here we go. Some more promotional shit. We have Aya sticking up Eve, right, in her mitochondria form, right? Oh yeah, that, by the way, that concept, that idea that like the mitochondria are are sentient, you know what I mean? And like they're like, hey, we only rested in you guys and in the animals and everything so that we can make ourselves strong enough and give ourselves enough like food to become like you know, all powerful. I was like, dude, that's so cool. Like the idea that like a part of the body is like rebelling against the rest of it and winning, you know what I mean? Like it's, I don't know, I think that's just such a cool idea, right? And I like that Aya is like the mitochondria in her like no dude, we like the humans, you know what I mean? It's like such a like it's like a micro war and then like a macro war like above it, you know what I mean? It's such a cool idea, which I'm surprised hasn't been repeated. You know what I mean? Like you see a lot of viruses and stuff like that, or like, you know, especially now like pandemic shit, right? But you never really see like parts of the body which are our own, are part of us, right? Like betraying us, you know, like I guess like a tumor or something, I don't know, right? But like that being like an antagonist, you know what I mean? Here we go. Rockefeller Center, very nice. Yeah, let's see, is this yeah, I think this is 3D. Part of it feels 2D. Like maybe the dress here, I don't know. But yeah, you know, very nice, very cute. Look at her giant shoes, man. Oh my god. And it's got those like I said, those 90s proportions, you know, where they have like this super thin and long and tall arms, and I don't know. It's just something so charming about it, dude. And these old 3D assets, and it's like they're not like technically not super like crazy, but like you could tell like the composition's good, you know what I mean? The colors are there, right? On a base level, it's just, it's all there, you know what I mean? And that's what I really enjoy about this old work. Here we go. Look at Aya, dude. I could imagine like opening up like an old like a PlayStation magazine or some shit, and you're like oh, look at that, dude, and you know, there's like the little what do you call it, like article talking about like, oh yeah, dude, in this game, you know, you get to play as Aya, dude. She's a badass, you know. She's a cop in Brooklyn, dude, but she's a girl, dude. Damn, dude, and she's attractive. What? Attractive female lead? What? Excuse me? Let's see. Yeah. You know, she still looks good. She still looks good. But I feel like her cheeks are a little too, like, round. You know what I mean? I think they definitely fixed it in the, in number 2, right? But number 2, she looks very, like, Final Fantasy, but, you know, it's Squaresoft that made it, you know? Oh, yeah. Dude, this is back when Square Enix was Squaresoft, dude. And let me say, dude, Squaresoft games are like so much better in my eyes than like Square Enix, you know what I mean? Like I know they're technically the same people, you know what I mean, or the same developers, but I would say that I really enjoy Squaresoft games much more than Square Enix games. Like I don't know, it's like, I guess like it's a way to like stamp the era of time. But yeah, look at this, dude. Aya and Eve in the Central Park. Yes. Yeah. Look at that. I love that, like, that Eve is such a huge threat, right? And that she's constant, like, okay, she's like always like butting heads with Aya, you know what I mean? Like that's so cool, right? And I feel like that's such a thing that's kind of been lost, you know what I mean? Like villains who regularly see the hero and like fight them, you know. I don't know. I guess now people are like, dude, there's no way the villain would fight the hero, dude. You know, I don't know. And then, but it's like before, like no, we like it's the villain. We have to have them, like facing off, having dialogue, and like, you know, like being against the hero throughout, you know, and then like the end is where you defeat them, you know what I mean? And there's something so satisfying about that. But now I feel like there's just like, you don't see the villain until the very end, and then like that's it, and then you kill them and you're like, oh, okay, you know, and like oh, they have like a motivation, but like it's I don't know. I just feel like villains are not included enough nowadays. They're just kind of just slapped in at the end, or like maybe you'll get them like once, 3 times at most in the game, you know what I mean? But in old games they used to appear more frequently, and I really enjoyed that, you know, because it adds like a feeling of like the player like being Aya, or being like the character, and being like, you know, like, oh, the villain, dude, they did something horrible, they did something villainous, like I want to end their villainy streak, you know what I mean? And like that, you feel that way, and the character feels that way, right? So like your feelings like are synced up, you know what I mean? Which leads to a much more satisfying experience, you know what I mean? Yeah. Here we go. So we have the dog, right, who was once a police dog, now no longer, right? And dude, what's his name? Daniel's kid, who was like, no, I need to protect him, dude. And like everyone's like, dude, it's a monster, you get away from him, dude, right? And I was like, dude, that kid's so stupid, dude. I was like, dude, get away, dude, idiot. And like, what's his name? Baker almost died because of that shit, dude, right? Oh, dude, and the T-Rex, dude, come on. That was, like, obviously you gotta go with the T-Rex, okay? If you're going to the National Museum, dude, what thing is gonna get possessed if not the T-Rex, dude? Here we go, we have the helicopter near the end. Very, very nice. Okay. Oh, I guess this is, you know, this is a 2-page thing, so that's why they have the T-Rex thing over here. Dude, and like, at the very end, when Aya is about to fight Eve, you know, and then like the nuke, you know, it only destroyed like the big, you know, mitochondria thing, right? But Eve is still alive, and then like Aya's like, you know what, dude, I ain't coming back, dude. I'm gonna end this, dude. And she jumps out with her parachute. I was like, dude, that is so badass, dude. That's so like, and it's like in a genuine way, and like, you know that she was struggling, like oh, like should I continue, you know what I mean, like who am I, right? Like am I like this mitochondria thing? And it's like you know, dude, and then in the end, like without dialogue or anything, she's like, you know, dude, I've decided, like, you know, because I'm the only one who can do it, because I have this like weird upbringing, not upbringing, but like these origins, right? My DNA's altered. I've decided that I'm gonna finish the fight, dude. You know, and I'm like, dude, badass, dude. And I was like, Aya, you're a badass, dude. And I felt so, like, I felt so attached to her. I was like, yes, dude. Like, and in such an honest way. And it was like, I don't know, it felt so nice to believe in the protagonist, you know, and like your feelings are like her feelings, you know, and like, I don't know, it made the little kid in me smile, you know what I mean? And I think that's the most powerful stuff, you know what I mean? Here we go. This whole video is just, it's not even me doing an art book review, it's just me talking about my love for Parasite Eve, dude. But yeah, dude, wow. So we have Eve in the intro cinematic where she lights everyone on fire, dude. Okay, dude, that was a crazy scene, dude. Can you imagine seeing that as a kid, dude? I actually think this is like an M-rated game, so I don't know if kids played this game, but like, what a crazy way to start off the game, dude. Setting everyone on fire, dude. Here we go. So finally, we're getting some drawings. Whoa. Okay, this some anatomy issues right here. Okay, I see what they're trying to do, but like, she has no midsection. Okay, because I was like, This is the booty, right? And this is the torso, right? And there's nothing quite in the middle. The distance is a little too close, but I see what they're trying to do, right? Yeah. And like I said, I don't know. I really like Nomura's old work, dude. There's something really nice about it, you know? I guess, like, I feel like when he was using pencils and markers, he was really in his element, you know what I mean? Like, now that he's switched to digital, I just feel like his artwork is so, like, deviant art, you know what I mean? Like, it's bland, you know what I mean? And, like, kind of, like, amateurish in a way. But this, dude, this is fantastic. This, I'm like, it reminds me, I'm like, oh yeah, he was a good artist, dude. He was good, dude. Here we go. So we have, come on, dude. This is a Japanese game, so we gotta have a little bit of booba, okay? A little bit of booba action, right? We have Aya in her leather jacket, you know, with her gun, you know, looking badass, and she's exposed, but she shows no fear, dude. Okay, no fear, dude. For her mitochondria, show no fear, dude. Damn. She's a badass, dude, and she's sexy, dude. You know, and she's a woman. Like, whoa, dude. Right? She ain't trying to be a guy, dude. What the hell? Yo. See, I'm telling you, dude, Nomura, dude. Nomura in the 90s, he knew what he was doing, dude, right? And look at these markers. Look at this. Oh my god, look at the way the coloring is. I love it, dude. His finish is so nice too, and I'm like, is this the same artist, dude? You know, like that I see today? Like it's kind of crazy because like I love this artwork so much, and I look at his like Final Fantasy VII stuff, like back in the day, like all the artwork that he did like in the 90s, and I'm just like yeah, dude, like no wonder people loved his work. You know what I mean? No wonder people like Kingdom Hearts. You know what I mean? Like his work was so good back then. You know, I'm not saying he's like trash now. You know, I'm sure if he could make the finish that he wanted to, his stuff would be really good. You know, but because he's a game director now, not so focused much on art, right? We don't get to see his artwork. We get to see his work as director, and like that has been very shoddy. You know what I mean? Very, very shoddy. But yeah, we have Aya here, in that typical 90s white shirt with the jeans, dude. You know, and showing a little bit of skin, dude. Look at it. Very, very good. Okay, look at that coloring, dude. Look at that. I love the bluish green right here. You know what I mean? And how that like kind of pervades the rest of the illustration, right? This is just fantastic stuff, man. This is great. I love the ink line right here, the natural look of it. You know what I mean? Man, I think he just needs to go back to pen and paper, dude. You know what I mean? Here we go. We have Eve biting Aya's ear. Like, that's right, dude. I'm a part of you. Okay, that mitochondria. That's within me. It's within you, dude. Okay, we're sisters, dude. Damn. Look at that. And it's like kind of like a little bit sexual. You know what I mean? To have to like, because like it's too personal. You know what I mean? So it's like it's almost like looking into Aya's mind. Like not only is Eve like, you know, this horrible villain and shit, right? But she is almost like family. You know what I mean? Like she has the same blood. You know, she has Aya's sister's like DNA in her mitochondria, right? That's so cool. This is such a nice illustration, dude. Here we go. Yeah, see, this is what we came here for, dude. Look at that. Look at this. Look at the subtlety of that nose and those lips, you know, like those little subtle value changes, right? That's just gorgeous, man. This might have been done with colored pencil, right? Like, or maybe a marker plus colored pencil, right? But either way, just really, really good finish, man. Oh. So, you know, you gotta remember, this is a horror game, right? So you get Aya, right, with her bleeding eye, you know, very edgy, right? A little bit of that blood, right? But you see a little bit of that nip, right? That little bit of Japanese culture right there. Very, very nice. Dude, I like how it becomes like just like you lose all the detail and just becomes like a graphic shape, right? That's really good, dude. I love that. Let's see. Yo, we got Aya, dude, trying to like, okay, we're gonna pop one dude in you, dude. Right? She going gangsta style. She going Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil 2 when you get the other pistol, you know, the scenario B pistol, dude. Yeah. Really cool, dude. I like the pervasive red too, and then like in the shadows, right? This is great. Dude, Aya is so cool, man. I don't know. I really like her as a protagonist. It's kind of weird because like I like her more than a lot of the Resident Evil protagonists, which is like I like them a lot, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know, like they don't really go through much of an arc, you know what I mean? Like in a weird way, but like Aya, she does, you know what I mean? And just seeing her in number 1 and number 2, I like her a lot, you know what I mean? Let's see, Aya Brea, look at her, our main protagonist. She's cool, she's sexy, she's dangerous, you know? And she's drawn well, okay, most importantly. Though her, I don't know, her chin right here kind of, like, I don't know, I like to fill that in, you know what I mean? But still, pretty good stuff, dude. Here we go, we got the other one, the ooh, you know, the booba. Very nice. You can see right here, you can see, this one, you could definitely see the colored pencil marks, right? But fantastic, dude. Look at that. Here's her holding the police baton, right? Which, like, I only used, like, once in the game. But yeah, I love that white t-shirt, dude. You got that 90s like pinched waist, you know what I mean? Very, very nice, dude. That arm, dude, you know, it's like so close to being broken, but it's not there. But I like that. I like that they're pushing it. Here we go. Henai, I don't know. I guess this might be like promotional art or something. Merry Christmas. Oh, and you know what, dude? I forgot that Parasite Eve, much like Die Hard, is a Christmas game, dude. Okay. I guess you don't want to be in Christmas. You don't want to be in New York during Christmas, dude. Okay, that's it seems to be where shit goes down. Okay, shit goes wrong, which is hilarious. Okay, Mr. Daniel Dawes. You know, this is the typical detective that you see in like those American films. What I always love is seeing like the Japanese like take on like American media. You know what I mean? Especially during those times, and you always gotta have like the partner, the older, more experienced black partner. You know what I mean? And I love it, dude. I love Daniel in this game, and I love his son. Right? They add the human element. You know what I mean? They add the stakes. You know what I mean? With like you know, Daniel and his love for his son. You know what I mean? And like you know his son being in danger, and I was like, dude, come on, like Ben, like I like him, but I'm like, dude, you need to stop running off everywhere, dude. You know what I mean? You're becoming a big issue, dude. Right? But look at these drawings, man. These are These are so fun. These are so nice. I love, like, it has just the right amount of folds, right? And like the finish is really, really nice. I just really like the art of this game, dude. Really helps bring the world together. Here we go. We got Baker here. Look at him. Which is funny because we don't really see this art in the game. You know what I mean? Which is kind of a shame. They, like, honestly, I wish they had like little like portraits, you know, while they spoke. Because like most of the time we just have to imagine like kind of what they look like. You know what I mean? Besides like the polygons, like all the details, we'll never see them, right? We had Torres. Like, dude, poor Torres, dude. Like his story is really sad. And you know what, dude? You know what's crazy? Like, he's just like the shop guy, right? But in the game, like he goes through a little arc. You know what I mean? Which is so deep and personal. You know, about like him and his daughter, and like how he doesn't like guns because of what happened. You know, and in the end, he's like I was like, it's not the gun's fault, dude. He's like, huh. I guess you're right. And then he dies, and I'm like, damn, dude, like before you die, dude, you gotta finish this arc, dude. And I'm like, dude, I don't know. It's just stories aren't made like this anymore, dude. Like an character arc, dude. Like the main characters don't even get an arc now. You know, like, can you imagine the side characters getting a goddamn arc, dude? Right? Here we go. We have Wayne, the young guy, right? Who I don't know, like, you know, of course, like, you know, when he starts out, he's like, oh, dude, he's like the young hotshot guy, but by the end, you're like, hey, Wayne, like, you know, like, you're trying your best, dude, you know, and like Torres died, and he like honors him too, you know what I mean? But like in his own way. So it's I don't know, these, like, the characters are so likable, you know what I mean? Oh, here we go. We have Dr. Clamp, dude, who I hated, right? And I love that hold on, give me a second. I love that let me see if I can, there you go, without covering them up. I don't know why I can't like scroll through this, like it's giving me like limits. I don't know. Anyway, I like that Daniel fucking hated this guy, and like from the start he's like, there's something wrong about that guy, I don't like him, right? And like through like instinct, right? Like you see that Daniel was not just right, he was like one of the big proponents of what's happening. You know what I mean? Not Daniel, but Dr. Clamp, right? And then Daniel was right about him just on instinct, right? Just like, oh, I don't like him. You know what I mean? Like McGruff or some shit, like a dog who was like, oh, I smell something bad on him. You know what I mean? And like it shows that, like, you know, Daniel is at the heart like a good detective. You know what I mean? Or a good cop. I like that. Here we go. We have Kunihiko Maida, right? I like Maida, right? I think he is a cool character. I like how he's like the Japanese one. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, dude, where's the Japanese guy? There he is, dude. You know what I mean? And you know, he's like the shy, nerdy character. You know, I think he has like a little crush on Aya. You know, it's cute, dude. It's cute. It's funny. You know what I mean? You know, and like, I don't know. It's fun. You know, and like, yeah, dude. Hey, Japanese guy, why not, dude? Hey, it's a Japanese game, dude. I mean, we gotta have one of them, right? And this drawing is really good too. Like, I love this like this subtle transition in his arm. You know what I mean? That feels really realistic in a weird way. You know, I love that transition. But yeah, dude, Maeda, dude, he's cool, man. I like him. He plays his role and he does it well. Melissa Pierce, okay, the person who was before what's her name, Eve, right? And I like her because of her story, right? Of how, like, you know, she was sick, but she's like, she trained really hard for her role, you know what I mean? And like there was like the other actress who was like, who had higher star power, you know what I mean? And then like that kind of like drove her to like train harder and like try to be better, but like it was like degrading on her health, you know what I mean? and like as a result she started taking the pills that like Dr. Clamp had recommended, which only like lowered her immune system, right? But she thought it was helping, you know what I mean? But which eventually made her body so weak that the mitochondria were able to take over her, right? So it's like it's a very human story, you know what I mean? And like, you know, like you think that like the people wouldn't give like the host of the body, right, too much of a backstory, you know what I mean? But they gave her a believable one. They gave her a believable story that feels very human, you know what I mean? And like the events that transpired like were preying, like the people who were trying to get her to become Eve were like preying on her want to become something more, you know what I mean, and her desire and her dreams, you know what I mean, and they used that against her to become to make what Eve became, right? And you know, and like I like how like like she admits, like, you know, like when the other star like dies in a fire, she's like was it me, like, you know, and like she's like she feels ashamed that she felt a little happy about it, like just a little bit, you know, just the tiniest bit, but she felt guilty about it, and that's very human, you know what I mean? And I really like that, and it's, I don't know, it shows depth, you know, and like, you know, it's just a little snippet, just a little tiny bit of dialogue, but it adds so much more to the character, right? Here we go. So now we're getting the 3D models for the cut scenes, right? Yeah, like I said, I like number 2 Aya much more, right? But it's okay. I mean, I think her nose is what bothers me, right? Her nose and her overall like kind of like her cheek structure, you know. But whatever. It's a PS1 game, right? We're not expecting like the best shit, you know what I mean? But this, you know, it's still charming, you know what I mean? It's Aya, right? I love seeing her. Like, her head is really big, by the way. Her head is like huge. Makes the rest of her body look tiny. But that's you know, stylized, right? Yep, and back in the day, this was cutting edge, dude. This was like, whoa, dude. And like I bet like so many kids were like, dude, Aya, dude, she's hot, dude. You know, like how many little kids were like, you know, Aya was like their first like inkling into the world of the sexy, right? A formative experience, you know, to be sure. Let's see. So we have Melissa Pierce, right? On this side, you can see her eyes are brown. Very nice. And then Eve, whose eyes are green. Okay, green with mitochondria. Damn. Yeah. I wasn't expecting Eve to be such a like prominent figure in the game. I mean, you know, obviously she's like the main antagonist, but I thought she was gonna be like I said, like she's there and then she's gone. Like no, but like Eve is like behind every single horrible thing that happens in the thing. You know what I mean? And she's like, she herself is doing it. It's not like her minions are doing it. It's like, no, she's doing it. And that's I like that. You know, we have Daniel Bodolis once again, and his 3D model's good. Like, this is really accurate to the drawing, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it feels good, you know what I mean? We have Maida right here. I like his like messy hair. That's nice, dude. You know, hey, dude, my hair's a little messy too. You know, like fuck, dude. Right? Maybe I'm Japanese, dude. Oh, it's funny because one of the commenters told me that I look Japanese, and I was like, what? Me? Nippon? Right? And I, like, you know, because you know, getting that from like as a weeb, you're like, Japanese me? You know, like it feels good, you know, in a weird way. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I'm a little Nippon myself, dude. Right. Here we go. We have Eve, second form, right? Her ugly, big hands, right? I'll be honest, dude. I'll be honest. I am not the biggest fan of her design, right? To me, it feels like a little too much, right? A little too much, right? Like I don't know. Either like maybe it's the hair or the claws or something. Like it feels like there's a little too much going on, right? I feel like they should have chose one, but at the same time, I recognize it as a very like Final Fantasy design. You know what I mean? It reminds me of like Kafka a little bit. You know what I mean? But in that way, it is a very Final Fantasy design where it's like a little too much going on. You know what I mean? There's like oh, there's the blue claws, and then there's like the hand, and there's the hair over here that's going all crazy. You know, it's like I wish they like maybe they focused on the claws more, or maybe they focused more on this tail thing or some shit, or I don't know. It just feels very Final Fantasy, and like in like that they need to simplify. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. That's why I like the designs of the characters, right? They're very simple. They're very simple designs, and they work very well, you know. But can't really say the same about the monsters in this game, right? Unfortunately, right? But you know, it's a PS1 game, right? Like that was the style. You know what I mean? So I can't really give it too much shit. Here we go. So we have the CG cutscene where everyone is lit on fire because of the mitochondria, right? You know, they never really explained that super well in the game. You know, that like it's the mitochondria like producing like ridiculous amounts of energy. Maybe they did. Maybe that's why I understand, because I didn't really like research the game or like, you know, look at wiki shit. You know, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I'll admit that. We have the rat transformation scene where you get to see your first enemy, you know. Yeah, look at Aya, dude. I like that while everyone's on fire, she's like, time to be a cop, you know, and she just jumps in there, dude. She's like, well, I'm not on fire, dude, you know, so I gotta find out what's going on here. Acting like a real cop. There's the gator from the first boss fight. This game is hard, by the way. This game is difficult. Like when you especially when you first start out and you're like getting used to like how the game works. This game is fucking difficult, dude. And that last boss fight is like really difficult. You know, the dungeons. Like it's not an easy game. And you know, in a weird way, it kind of reminds me of Nier Automata, right? Where they're trying to like blend different genres in, right? Like especially when the camera shifts and you're like oh, now you gotta dodge this way. I like that dodging is a very important part of the game too, right? It makes the RPG mechanics feel more dynamic. You know what I mean? Okay. We have everyone becoming goo in Central Park, right? Why are they just watching Eve, dude? You know what I mean? They're probably like, oh, what does she do? Like, oh, is she a performer or some shit? I don't know. She doesn't have her giant hands in this one. They're just claws in this. I'm like, well, why are you guys just sitting there, dude? Yeah, I really thought that her burning everyone alive at the cathedral, not the cathedral, at the play, right, was gonna be like oh, that's the one act, dude. But like no, she like Central Park, it's actually like way worse than the other one. You know what I mean? And her awakening. You know what I mean? So it's just like she's just a war criminal. Look at that face, dude. That's a villain right there, dude. You know? Look at Aya, dude. Just a human, dude, versus this giant monster, dude. Love that. I love that they have like the little, like the empty shoes and the empty clothes, right? to show like that there was someone there. There was a person who's gone now, right? Let's see. So we have the dog transformation, right? Yeah. Shiva, I think was her name. I like to think that like Shiva was trying to hold out, you know what I mean, the transformation, and like trying to get away from Ben. So it's like no, I don't want to eat Ben. I don't want to eat him. You know, Ben's like, no, wait, no, I want to get eaten by you. You know, he's like, no, get away from me, dude. You know, like even the dog itself was like trying to protect him, but his stupid ass like just didn't understand what was going on, dude. You know, as a kid, so it's like it's understandable. Here we go. We have the battle of the cells, dude. That's so cool, dude. Eve looking a little cross-eyed right here. I don't know if you guys see it. She's looking a little cross-eyed. Oh yeah, when they send in the jets and then she just liquefies the guy, dude. You know. Dude, that was so cool. It's like, yeah, dude, not even the military can stand up to her, dude. Wow, such a cool game, dude. Here you go. We have the underwater thing where you can see all the denizens of the Central Park incident, you know, washing over as a big goo pile. You know, the goo, it really reminds me of the what is it called, the shapeshifters from Star Trek, Deep Space Nine. What are they called? The fuck. How can I remember what they're called? The changelings. The changelings. There you go. There you go. How could I forget my friend Odo, my boy Odo? What he was. Okay. So we have the dinosaur transformation, right, where the T-Rex comes partially back to life. You know, I like that they have like the bone exposed. You know what I mean? That's such a cool, like, visual thing. Dude, I like. Another thing I like is the entire like story is like oh dude, like Eve is trying to get pregnant, dude. You know what I mean? She's trying to artificially inseminate, dude. You know, she attacks a hospital and is like gets like goes into like the sperm bank. You know, it's like give me the jizz, dude. You know, like I've never seen a villain like fight so hard for a vial of cum, dude. You know what I mean? Like that's just funny and so Japanese, dude. You know what I mean? I feel like you would not see that kind of plot line. You know what I mean today. That's so funny, dude. We gotta stop her from getting the jizz, dude. It was like, oh, no, dude, if she gets the jizz, it's over. You know. I'm like, it's such a funny thing, dude. Okay, here's the big mass popping out of the sewer and shit. Let's see. You know, I like that the cops and the military are like on your side. You know what I mean? Like they're like, oh dude, we gotta stop these things, dude. You know what I mean? And they're like a semi-competent force. You know what I mean? Because I feel like in movies and in shit today, like the military is like they're like we're stupid and we like to shoot, kill, you know, right? And like the solution, which is better, dude, we're not gonna take that because we're gonna take a forceful action instead. You know what I mean? But in this one, they're actually portraying them as like they're smart, they're capable. You know what I mean? Like maybe they don't know what they're dealing with, but like they're gonna like they're gonna like, you know, they're gonna figure out what to do. Right? They found out that Aya is immune to the thing, right? So it's like, hey, we need your help. You know what I mean? So we're gonna use you. You know what I mean? Right? We like, and like Aya is like, and we're gonna give you the choice, and Aya's like, yes, dude. You know what I mean? So they're not just like the typical like military grunts, like, you know, shoot. Oh, it's not working. What if we shoot some more? You know, it's like, no, we're gonna like, okay, that first thing totally didn't work. We got to figure out what we're gonna do, right? And I like that they're like, you know, the part where they send in the multiple jets, right, to allow Aya the opportunity to shoot the nuke, right? Like that was smart and it required sacrifice. You know what I mean? So it's a real, like, it felt like, you know, like a real military move that was like you know, and like those pilots, right? You don't know their names, you know what I mean, but you know that they sacrifice themselves. It adds weight to the decision, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it's so cool, man. Like a lot of the writing in this game is just so good, dude. You know what I mean? And like, and what, because it's so little, you know what I mean? It's not the huge, like, grandiose story or anything. It's just like, you know, it's just trying to tell what it can through gameplay and through the little dialogue trees, you know. Here we go. We have the birth of the ultimate being, the little babu, right? And he becomes older and grosser, right? We see, oh, here we go. Here's the Aya scene where she's like, we're gonna finish this, you know, right? And I love how when she faces off against the the final being, right? She's like, is it gonna be me or you? Okay, that's the question. She like pulls out the gun. I was like, dude, come on, dude. Badass, dude. Badass. You don't get shit like that anymore, dude. Not these days. Let's see, what is this? Okay. So we have the scene where they're, let's see, where, they're gonna take out the big monster, right? Daniel comes in to and like oh no, he's gonna die, dude, but then he drops into the water, you know. Is that the solution, dude? Is that really the solution? Just like, hey, dude, just jump in water, dude. You know, it'll cool down your mitochondria, right? Really cool. Looks like a penis right here. Just want to point that out. Yeah, the ultimate being, it really reminds me of like Chaos from the Sonic games. Like that, literally, like the entire time, I'm just like, oh, like, are we fighting Chaos now, dude? You know, really cool. Look at that, and then we have the ending, really cool. And then they have like the, is Aya gonna awaken too, dude? You know, like, oh, is she evil? You know, and it's like, you know, obviously she's not, because she has like, you know, second, third game, but it's fun, dude. It's so much fun. Right? Oh, here we go. So now we have the illustrations for Eve right here. See, the drawing is much better right here. See this? Like, this is like, now I understand like why they like the design, right? Much better. And then we have her ultimate form where she has like a million titties, right? She has like the gross, like, you know, pregnant look, dude. Yo, look, she has tentacle titties, dude. Tentacle, like, come on, dude. Like, you don't see that, okay? You do not see that today, dude. Okay, like even in like doujinshi and all that shit, like you've never seen something like this, dude. Come on, dude. That's gross, and I love it, dude. That's nasty. Here we go. So you have Eve, the fourth form right here. Oh god, her fight was so annoying when she has like the third arm that grabs you and shit. That's so annoying, dude. We have her in her angel form, which I dispensed with very quickly because I was afraid of dying. Here we go. So now we have the monster designs right here. Armadillo? Was that what that thing was? I thought that thing was like a beetle. Like, oh, I hated those things. The alligator. This is a pretty cool design, right? Again, like maybe a little too much going on right here, a little bit too much, but I like the silhouette overall. Here's the bear, where you could like, he almost has like fly eyes, right? Do we fight a bear? I don't remember fighting a bear in the game. I'm not too sure. We have the bats, which were fucking annoying. We have the little bacteria guys that, oh my god, these guys are so annoying, dude. Who, like in the first game and the second game, they're super annoying. They poison you and they like take away your AP. It's fucking, I hate them, dude. Here we go, the centipede, which was really gross looking. The enemies here are really gross. I'll give them that, dude. They did those well, right? B1, B2, I didn't see these guys. I think this might be in the tower. B3. Yo, the cockroach, that's gross, dude. All these enemies are gross. They're yucky. Which is funny because I feel like the enemies in the second game are even worse, dude. Like the second game, they all look like Junji Ito kind of like drawings, dude. They freak me out a little bit, you know? Yeah. Oh, these guys were chameleons? I thought they were like lizards. I guess technically that's right, you know? Look at the cat. I don't think I fought that. The crab guy, I like this guy's design. I like it. Like that he has like his arms and he has like the eyes that pop out. That's gross. We have the Wolfman, who is, I really found them annoying. Yeah, crows. Not a problem though. Crows, whatever. You can just easily shoot them down. These frogs, dude. These guys, this guy almost made me quit the game, dude, when I was first starting, because I was like, I couldn't do damage to them, but I realized I had to be closer, you know what I mean? And then, like, the guns have a range, you know what I mean? But, yeah, this guy almost made me not play the game, dude. We have the fly human hybrid, because, you know, back then, I think the fly had come out, you know? Here we go, the giant worm, which was annoying. Let's see. I like this drawing. I like that they have like the little band-aid thing that the worms have. Yeah, this is a nice drawing though. These illustrations are great. Yeah, Cerberus, or Kerberos, with his central mouth and gross, yucky. Okay, the mixed man. Dude, I hated this guy. He like the one who coughs up the balls, you know, that bounce around is so annoying, dude. The mole, I don't remember the mole that much. Parrot, yeah, these guys were annoying. The monkey guy, I didn't even know that this guy was a monkey. I was just like boomerang guy. The plant guys, they're not too bad. Ew. I like that design. It's really gross. I like the the mandibles. Like that's really nasty, dude. We have the pterodactyl right here. The rat, gross. Good design. Ugh, this snake looks gross. The scorpion, but besides the tail, I feel like you wouldn't really be able to identify that as a scorpion. Maybe the claws too. Yeah, the monsters designs are really grotesque. You know, they really remind me of like early Resident Evil. The Spider Woman. Did we fight that? I don't remember. I think so. And the T-Rex. Really great design here. Yeah, like a zombie T-Rex that's like mostly bone. You know, you get a little bit of flesh. It's cool, man. It's great. You know, I like that they the mitochondria focused on the tail. You know what I mean? To make it more powerful. Yeah, I think that's a really solid design right there. Really reminds me of Resident Evil. Yeah, the Triceratops, another good design, right? But again, super annoying, dude. Super annoying enemy. Let's see. The treasure box? What? What is that? I don't know. Either way, I don't like the way he looked. The squirrels? Did we fight squirrels? I don't remember fighting squirrels. Trudon. Oh my god, these guys were so annoying, dude. Like them plus the armadillo. Oh my god, dude. Super annoying. We have Maya. We have Maya who has no face. Like my camera's covering up. She doesn't have any face, so like it doesn't really matter. We have her face here though. Yep, Aya's sister. Very, very nice. We have the ultimate being, Chaos, right? Yeah, you can see the transformation from the baby to the child to the adult to the weird, yeah. Oh, and this is cool. We have Aya's like her rig, and then you have like the hair they put on top, and then the face, and you add the skin and the lighting. That's cool. Oh yeah, and her liberate form, where she becomes ultimate being and like it stomps, dude. I used this like a couple times, but like I tried to use it on the last boss, but I got my ass whooped, you know, because you need to save as much AP as possible, dude. Oh, here we go. We got the props, really nice, dude. Let's see. So we have the ampoules, right? The healing medicine, the tool, right? Really cool. Different armor sets right here. Really nice. I don't know, like I really enjoy these like old simple models. Like there's something really charming about them. You know, they're not trying to be too realistic. You know, but also trying to be like capturing the realistic look. You know what I mean? What I really like about these old PS1 graphics is like there's so much room for like imagination. You know, or like interpretation. You know what I mean? That's that. Like I really enjoy that aspect about like these old games. Like there's so much. Like they just give you just enough to like oh, now I gotta imagine the rest. You know what I mean? Like I gotta imagine what everything else looks like. You know, like we're only going detailed enough just to give you the impression of what's going on, right? Or what these characters look like. There we go. We got some environment design. Really, really cool. I like that they compose these and then they draw them, or they draw them first and then they do the 3D asset. Really cool. Okay, so we're back. It's a different day. I just wanted to point out to you guys that you see right here. Oh, you see right here, dude. That was my cat. Okay, that was the boy. Yeah. So I just wanted to acknowledge this, right, and just just show like, hey, it is a different day. You know, I record in multiple sessions, right, and I just want to, like, you're like, oh, dude, what happened, dude? And I'm like, yeah, that's what happened. Okay, so with that said, let's get back into this. Here we go. So we're doing the map designs. This is pretty cool. This is the little dressing room where they first start out. Yeah, dude. This is such like 90s style, dude. Look at her. Look at her figure. It's so like ultra skinny. You know what I mean? Like stick. Which is the opposite these days. we like things thick now, not super skinny. These are nice. These are some sketches of the precinct. That's really cool. Honestly, sometimes I'm like, I prefer the drawing. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, what would the game be like if you just had the drawings? It's pretty cool. This is the kennel. That's nice. Dude, these drawings are really nice. These are sick, dude. They're really detailed too, and yet they're really tiny on the page, which is a shame. Okay. Oh, these are great. These are fantastic. Except they're tiny, dude. I wish they weren't so small. Look at that. We have, I think, Baker's office right here. Dude, that's sick. These are sick drawings, dude. Normal people could draw with, like, actual pencil and shit. Yeah, I'm not too fond of, like, the lighting plus the pencil, you know, like, I don't know, that doesn't look right. Yes, he looks better with the blue. Right. When you use pencil as, like, a shade, it feels wrong. Yeah. Unless it's just black and white, then it feels okay. But when you have color introduced, it looks kind of like just like dirty. You know what I mean? Look at this. Look at this file room. That's so nice, dude. This is where you fight the Cerberus? I think so. Okay. Oh, here you go. We have, what is it? Soho or something like that? Yeah, we have the pharmacy right here. Oh, dude, that looks nice. I like this. I don't know, I miss environment art that's actually drawn, because, like, now they just, like, everyone's just like 3D, 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 dude, you know? Like, oh, this is actually, wow, this is much better. Here's the warehouse area, where I guess it's a dungeon. I actually beat this area, and I got the AT4, but I wasn't able to get more rockets for it. Dude, I honestly, I should have saved it. I was having a difficult time with the final boss, and I could have used it. That would have been better. Okay. So, let's see. Oh, dude, that's nice. This is done with marker. This is sweet, dude. This is sweet. You can see the 3D version. This looks like weirdly digital. It might be done digitally. But still, it's, you know, it's drawn and shit. So yeah, there's like an airbrushiness, but still pretty well done. You know, it's better than some of the shit I see like today, which is hilarious. Okay, all right, just hey, dude, this is the museum right here with the little nature area, you know. I like that they have these the little panels where you could like, hey, do you know this fact? You know, and then you get like a little reward for knowing. I don't know, I feel like those little things, like it makes like makes the game feel like it has like a lot of love in it, you know, just like hey, you know, do a little test, do a little quiz, you know. You know, it just like to make it feel more like a museum, right? Let's see. Oh yeah. By the way, so the theme music the music that I have right now in the background is actually part of this game, right? It's the police station theme, right? I don't know if I said that, but yeah, it's actually part of this game, and I think the music in this game is actually really, really good. Nice. Yeah, these, those little touches, man. I swear, I feel like maybe it's like a PS1 thing or some shit, but just playing through these old PS1 games, it's just like these games had so much care put into them, and it's like, it's just, I don't know, like it's these little tiny details that just make it feel so believable, and like it's stuff that like, hey, maybe you wouldn't even notice, you know what I mean? Look at that, here's the Dr. Clamp's lab right there, that's cool. Yeah, dude, this is nice. Here's a little machine designed, that's nice. Though I'm like, I see this machine and I'm like, it's a little, like, would you have that in a museum? You know what I mean? But like, at the same time, like, it's cool. I like the design. You know what I mean? I like the big red and blue button. You know what I mean? Okay. Oh, here's Eve's room where she's she's preggers, right? And she's got her like roots all over the fucking place, dude. It's really gross, but hey, man. Sometimes that's how birthing is, right? You just fill up the entire room with your big roots, right? Okay. Huh. Where's this from? I don't remember this. The Christmas tree? Oh, it's from the hospital level. I'm assuming. Look at the drawing, dude. The drawing is great. Nice, simple pencil. See, if you do this exact thing with like a 3D program, it won't look as good. There's no charm to it. Like, look at this. Oh, dude, this generator, dude. This is like 90s to a T, man. This is classic shit right here. I don't know, like, it's just the way the penciling is, right? And then plus the way the coloring is, like, that's so 90s. It reminds me of Metal Slug a lot. That's so nice. Okay, and now we have the storyboards. Okay, so this is for the opening. Okay, showing New York, the kids are playing, it's fun. The guards are like, what the fuck, dude? And then, like, Eve's eyes are like, I am evil now. I shall make the room explode in fire. Okay. Everybody's gone, and then Aya's like, she stands up, she's like, I'm a cop, dude, Shit's going wild, people are on fire. Aya's like, what the fuck? Dude, this looks weird. This drawing is like, ugh. That's okay. Yeah, this is cool. Oh, dude, look at this one. This looks like an old 90s storyboard right here. That's really cool. Yep, here's oh, dude, look, they drew like the entire scene, like the lighting and everything. That's cool. I gotta say though, like, I like this game a lot, but like one thing that I really noticed was like compositionally, right? It's not as strong as the Resident Evil games or like Dino Crisis. Like any Capcom game made is like the compositions of the maps are not as cool and as clean as in the Capcom games. That's okay, it's like this was like their first foray into that kind of genre, so not surprising. Yeah, here's a little rat scene. What is this thing? Oh, it's Eve playing on the piano. Aya's like, freeze, you know? Like, I'm like, listen, Aya, you should have just started blasting, dude. Oh, look at that, look at the alligator, that looks really nice. Yeah, these storyboards, some of them are like really clean. Like, look at this, dude, this is great. These are basically like full drawings right here. Like, you can see her like melting into the water and through the bars. That's cool. Dude, look how much care and time was put into this game, dude. Like, I don't know, like they don't do it. They don't make games like this anymore. Let's see, what is this one? Is this Aya? I thought it was her like piloting the helicopter into the carriage scene. Oh, okay, this is the carriage scene. Okay, I should just read the thing that's right there. Let's see. Brooklyn Bridge evacuation. Okay, everybody's trying to get the fuck out. They quarantine the city. Oh, here you go. Here's Eve cells who like, fuck the nucleus, dude. We take over the DNA, dude. Right, and then Eve's and then Aya's. No, this is Maida's cells. Okay. Oh, which is Eve's cells. There you go. Like, why'd you put Maida's cells? Like, let's see, what is this? Canine Transformation. Oh, okay, this is when Shiva becomes ridiculous. Yeah, and the kid was like, no, he's okay, she's okay, are you okay? And she's like, get the fuck away from me, you idiot, dude. Let's see, sewer scene. Let's take a closer look. I might be covering it, so I'm just gonna try to keep you guys over the center right there. The guy drops. I don't know. I wish these were bigger, dude. These are actually like good drawings, but you know, it's storyboards, so we gotta shrink them up. Yeah, it's funny because like some of these are the like best drawings in the game or in this book, but they're all tiny, so it's kind of hard to see them. But I guess that's the point, right? Like, you want to be able to understand the composition from far away, right? But I still like to see these in closer detail. Let's see. Ooh, what is this? Okay. Oh, this is the formation of the giant being, right? That we got a nuke. That's really nice, dude. Look at this. Wow. Look at this silhouette. Look at this. He drew the entire building just to frame it. That's so badass, dude. Yeah. See, if you're an artist, you're like, wow. Like, look at all this work, dude. Because making all these multiple drawings is, you know, it takes a lot of time and effort. Oh yeah, this is where Eve becomes part of the big slime, you know, so that she can give birth to the ultimate being. The ultimate being. Wow, look at this. Look at the skeleton. It's like, you know, it's like, now look at you and the camera. It's so much fun, dude. Like, oh my god. Look at it, they have like the alien egg, you know. You have Prego Eve, you know, just squatting, dude. Ready to fart out an ultimate being. Fart out the ultimate pain, dude. I've come to destroy you, Ava, or Aya. And that's it, dude. Okay. Let's see. So this is the big helicopter scene where they're all shooting the fuck out of the ultimate being, or the big slime guy. Yeah, I saw this beam right here, and it just really made me think of Piccolo's like the shot that he used to kill Radix. Can't remember what it was called. Let's see. Helicopter takeoff. Okay, this one Aya's like, y'all will blow her the fuck up with this nuke, dude. Oh, and here's when Aya decides to face off against Eve for the last time. And she's like, dude, yo, fuck this dude. I'ma blast him, dude. You know, Aya, dude, she is such a great character, dude. Like I don't know, I just really root for her. You know what I mean? And it's like I feel like she doesn't really say much, or you know what I mean? Like she's not like a big dialogue like sponge or anything, or like I don't know about like her ideologies or anything, but like I just root for her. You know, she's like, what? I'm this crazy monster thing, and then but she's like, you know what, fuck it, dude. I'm still a cop though. You know, I'm gonna defend the city. And that's all you really need, right? And she has like the whole sister stuff, and like, you know, it's I don't know, it feels so simple. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like overly explained or anything. But it doesn't feel undercooked either. Let's see, end of the ultimate being. Okay. All right. Let's start wrapping this up. We're getting close to the end. I'm pretty sure. Map design. Okay. So it's the same stuff, except just, you know, it's on a smaller scale. Oh, this is pretty nice. A little rough, but you know, the idea is definitely there. Okay. Yeah, dude, these are clean. Okay, so we have the ship deck right here. Yeah, oh, here's the room where you get fucked if you save, right? Really nice. Here's the room where you're running away as Aya from the chaos from Sonic Adventure, right? Okay. Is this let's see. I saw Tetsuya Nomura. Yep, here we go. And I guess is this Nomura, dude? Is this a young Nomura, dude? Damn. Okay, I guess these are maybe some English supervisors, you know, that helped kind of like inform the movie, you know what I mean? Or not the movie, the game. Yeah. All right, let's get through this. Let's just and then boom, dude. Okay, Aya blasts us to the end of the review. Okay, so let's find a nice image to end on, and we could end this review. Enter the review portion. Alright guys, let us enter the review portion for the art of Parasite Eve, or, you know, whatever it's called at this point, you know, because you know how Japanese books are, right? This is a great art book, man. I had a really good time. There is a lot of, like, in-game screenshots and stuff like that, but overall, you know, the art is pretty good, you know what I mean? They show a lot of the stuff, like, behind the scenes, you know what I mean? So, like, you know, not really much to complain about. You know, the layout could be a little bit better, but you know, this is an old 90s book, right? But the art itself, I enjoy it, dude. You know, Nomura, when he's doing the artwork, pretty good, dude. Pretty good. Yeah, I just wanted to do this because I love Parasite Eve, dude. Like, the game is so good, right? Like, if you guys haven't tried it out, I really recommend it. I think this book is pretty cheap right now, right? I think looking around, like, maybe like $17, $20 around there. So it's relatively inexpensive. So if you guys are a fan of Parasite Eve, I could easily recommend you guys pick it up. You know what I mean? If anything, just for, you know, these old Nomura illustrations, which are fantastic, you know. Yeah, if you guys are a fan of the series, like I don't think you're gonna be unhappy, right? And it's like it's relatively cheap, so you know you're not gonna get that huge buyer's remorse, right? But yeah, dude, really enjoyed this game. I enjoyed this art book. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, dude. Right? Please, if you enjoyed it, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Check out my prints and Patreon if you want to support the channel. Ring that bell for notification. Leave a comment. Tell me how you guys feel about Parasite Eve, right? And Nomura's art style, dude. You know what I mean? Like, is it better now? Is it better back then? I think it's better back then, right? To be honest. All that bullshit. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot.